Hi VH1, Scarlet Envy here. Welcome to my drag room. Today, I'm taking you into my life and taking this fashion out of the closet. Welcome to the drag room. This has been my long-term goal to have a nice, safe, creative space like this. And finally she has it. I've always been sleeping under my wigs since I started doing drag. And it's, like I said, a long-term goal to have a healthy separation from work life and home life. So finally, as of the last few months, I've been able to upgrade my situation a little bit. And Scarlet has a room all her own. I can shut the doors, and it's been so great to have that. We're starting with the wigs. We have some recognizable pieces, maybe some that you don't recognize. This is, of course, the famous Green with Envy reunion hair. Obviously, she has seen some touring as we've been throwing glitter everywhere across the world. We love her. She's still kind of together. For the most part. There's nothing better than coming home to a clean apartment. That's true. I try my best to put forward the energy I want in a space. So I'm good at cleaning, but I wouldn't say I'm organized. Pisces, you know her. This was my winning look here on the main stage with my sis, Miss Evie Audley, for Good God Girl Get Out. This was the Zodiac runway, if you remember from season 11. And I love that. This was actually made in the workroom the morning of the challenge. She was just a really old wig that I said, you know what, let's just go ahead and spray paint her and ruin her forever and ever. It was just like this dirty old wig, and I just kind of sprayed the blue on it and made the mohawk and hot glued seashells on it. And the girls were giving me these crazy looks. With good reason. There's no going back from that. Lots of hot glue in there. She hasn't been touched since, actually, and I have a feeling that if she is to be touched, she might not make it. So she stays right there. I think that any of my friends would say the same. I'm very not organized. I know where everything is, though, if that makes sense. It doesn't look organized whatsoever, but I know that it's in the pile 2 to the right and 1 to the back. This is the famous 6-way lip sync when we were being punished for the Church of Mariah, which, by the way, let me apologize once again to the lambs. I'm still accepting spankings. Sorry. Moving on. This you might recognize as, I think we could possibly say, the infamous entrance look. It was polarizing, to say the least. I have this bad habit of just like showing up with no pants on. I don't know, it happens all the time. I did forget my pants that day, but we're running with it. You know, you have that bad dream where you show up to class like naked on the first day of school? It was kind of like that. I was like, wait, I wear a lot more makeup now. Believe it or not, if you saw season 11, I promise I actually do. I love makeup, I wear it sometimes. This is just a small amount of my shoes. I had to pick and choose from my babies, which makes me kind of sad. I've always loved shoes. I'm such a shoe lady. These, I'm actually hoping one day to put some fish in. To be really classy. Meow. The promo look, I can kind of show it off to you here. She wasn't aware you were coming today, so she hasn't been prepared. Originally, the dress was like outlined in black. Like all of the colors were kind of locked in like a black outline. And then we actually took that out for the final design and just kept it with the red and the teal. And I think she just really turned it out. These are the famous gloves that you might recognize from the needle. I do not have the oversized needle, although I do wish I did. Drag Race was much harder than I thought it would be. But I also really didn't mind kind of diving in blind and just kind of hoping for the best. What I did know is that it was going to be hard. Turns out it was even harder than that. You recognize the hat. This was from the very first runway, the Living Legends look. I also did this for my VH1 makeup tutorial, and she's holding up pretty well considering. Your dreams are coming true. they happen to be difficult, but anything worth doing is probably going to be. Am I giving you Violet Chachki? Ooh, you. How about now? So, it's a lot. This is the Garo Sparrow from the Fringe runway, which was, of course, the infamous 6-way lip sync. This just screams Waiting for Tonight. I still can't hear that song in a taxi without flipping out. I'm working on that though. I think I'm still maybe a little bit misunderstood by other queens, and that's fine. I don't hold it against any of them. Also, she never really fit to begin with, and she definitely wouldn't fit now, but let's not talk about that. You never know how things will come across. People always wondered if we get to see the episodes before, if we're prepared in any way, and the answer is no. We watch them along with everyone else. So it was an interesting thing to watch happen because you never really know. So you might recognize this from the finale of RuPaul's Drag Race. This is the big finale gown. Maybe if I do this, does that help you remember it at all? Yeah. Florence DeLee knocked it out of the park yet again. It's reflective of the promo gown that she did, but it's a little more grand. Because obviously it is a grand finale. And that's also actually a Florence gown, so we kind of began and ended with her. It moves beautifully. If you haven't seen it move before, you should definitely finish watching the season. Scarlet is very red and gold. I like red and gold are probably my two favorite colors. I know that I like certain colors and textures, and I know what silhouettes look good on me, what I like. So I maybe am more confident in making those decisions than I was before I walked into the workroom. If there's not a nipple slipping out, then it's not on brand for me. I was always scared to do Drag Race because it's just so much. It's so accelerated so quickly. And it's okay to be intimidated by something like that, especially when you have a delicate relationship with your drag. I have felt that it's only strengthened my relationship with drag, my passion for it, my direction with it. So we're not slowing down anytime soon. Sorry to anyone who is hoping for a different answer. You guys want some wine? VH1, thank you so much for coming over today. I really enjoyed showing you my space. I feel like we really got to connect. It's like a first date. And the fact that you have to leave now. So thanks again. I have a flight and you gotta go. Way to go, team! Does prove difficult to practice my pole with my finale gown here, so we'll just move her off. This is where I practice. I try my best not to hit the mirror, but I never make any promises. You never know. I can't really do much in the tight jeans that I put on for you today, so we'll just give you a little taste of it. I sometimes have been working on my death drop. Also, I don't think that this is screwed in all the way, so we're gonna be super careful with that. Are you turned on?
Do you want everything RuPaul's Drag Race at your fingertips? Then head over to YouTube now and subscribe to the RuPaul's Drag Race channel, and you will get all the episodes of everything you ever want, including brand new episodes of What You Packin'. Hi.